Deputy involved in shooting in Homosassa. Suspect killed. Happened approximately 3 hours ago. It's now 2:17 p.m. Citrus County Sheriff's Office investigators meet the morning of Friday, January 22nd at the scene of deputy-involved shooting near West Cardinal Street and South Gross Avenue in Homosassa, where a deputy shot and killed a man local authorities say threatened a law officer with a knife. A Citrus County Sheriff's deputy the morning of Friday, January 22nd, fatally shot a man local authorities say threatened a law enforcement officer with a knife along a Homosassa road. Sheriff's officials have yet to release the man's identity, as his next of kin hasn't been notified. Citing Marcy's law, the sheriff's office would not ID the deputy, who was uninjured and placed on standard administrative leave while the Florida Department of Law Enforcement investigates. Deputies responded at around 9:15 a.m. to 911 calls reporting a man running in and out of traffic near the Marathon gas station on the corner of West Cardinal Street and South Gross Avenue. Excuse me. Sheriff Mike Pendergrass and Sheriff's Office Representative Elena Vitt said at the scene. Amanda Glode and Jason Dennis said the man was trying to jump in front of vehicles in front of their home off Cardinal Street, a few lots east of the shooting scene. They said the man walked down their street almost every day. On Friday morning, Glode said the man went into her yard to yell at her two barking mastiffs. Glode said she brought her dogs inside before she tried to stop the man from running into the path of traffic. I was trying to talk to him, she said, adding the man responded by approaching her up to her front gate, yelling obscenities and comments, alluding to him wanting to end his life. Glode and other neighbors called 911 while the man walked towards the gas station. About 45 seconds later, Golde and Dennis said they heard 3 gunshots. It was the craziest 5 minutes of my life, Glode said, expressing her sadness for the man and the deputy. It's still a soul. And here they have a picture of the Citrus County Sheriff's Office crime scene technicians, right, takes photographs the morning of Friday, January 22nd, of a wary man was fatally shot by a deputy, once again in the same location. And there we've enlarged it for you so you can see. There's the Jiffy store. So he was shot on Cardinal, it appeared, before he got to the Jiffy store. All right. Pendergast said the man immediately approached the deputy as he was exiting his cruiser to respond to the neighborhood's 911 call. The deputy observed his behavior and started backing away from the suspect in order to allow the suspect to have some time to think about what he was doing, the sheriff said, and tries to de-escalate the situation. Pendergast said the man continued to advance on the deputy, closing in his distance to about a few feet, and brandished a knife, prompting the deputy to draw his agency-issued sidearm and open fire, striking the man. Once the man was neutralized, Pendergrass said, the deputy rendered first aid on him while Nature Coast EMS crews responded. But the man was pronounced dead along the side of Cardinal Street. I guess deputy hasn't had much experience with the gun not to realize 3 shots would generally kill most anybody. Cindy Curry said she thought one of the 3 rounds she heard ricocheted off her shed a couple houses from the shooting. Oh, that explains it then. I was like, what the freaking heck is going on, she said. It was too close for comfort. For most of Friday, deputies closed down the busy Cardinal Street from South Berliner Way to South Straight Avenue, while crime scenes technicians collected evidence and detectives interviewed witnesses. Pendergast said the medical examiner's office will autopsy the man's body and more information will be released. We're making all necessary arrangements to properly document the crime scene and let FDLE do what they need to do to take care of our deputy, Pendergast said. Most importantly, our deputy is fine. He was not cut by the suspect's knife, which I'm glad he was not cut. Pendergast said investigators were able to get footage of the incident and asked public to submit more information to his agency, which can be reached at the number 352-726-4488, so that we can present a well-valued piece of information and the full facts surrounding the officers involved shooting, the sheriff said, and get our deputy back on the road as soon as possible. The reporter was Buster Thompson on this. Good article, well written. He must have had to hightail it from Crystal River. Good thing I don't know if the road's all done all the way into Crystal River yet or not, but I see that it's done in Homosassa. But we have people walking up and down the streets all the time, so this one apparently couldn't take the good times in the Nature Coast anymore and decided to get suicide by sheriff. So that's it. This is Dave Gregory for IonCitrus.com. Talk to y'all later.